All right, Sydney Brown back again. Let's talk now about the top 10 tips for building a successful social media presence. So, number one is choose the right platforms. Now, you may choose all of them, or you may just start with one and work your way out from there. Now, honestly, I would kind of recommend starting with one, maybe two, because you do need to be consistent, and it's important that you don't overwhelm yourself. If you're spending all of your time on social media, then you're not maybe writing. So, make sure that you understand what your priority is. But when you choose your platforms, choose the social media platform that aligns with your interests or with your categories, your genres that you write with, and where those people are. Maybe if you write about political things, maybe you need to start over there on Twitter. If you write about gardening or I don't know, fashion, then maybe Instagram or Pinterest. Find the right platform for what you're looking for. The general everybody would be Facebook. Pretty much Facebook is the one I think that everyone goes to. And then, of course, now TikTok is a real popular thing if you are okay with doing shorts and being either funny or somehow entertaining. But choose your platform and make a commitment to it. Because number two is about being consistent. You want to post regularly. I don't know if you know who Gary Vee is, but one of the things that I picked up from him when I saw him, I guess it's been a little over a year ago, but he really was posting about, really put out the content. And he was suggesting, the Reels and the TikTok, obviously, but he was saying, like 6 times a day. And that's a lot. Not everyone can keep up that kind of a schedule. But if you can, then, go all in. If you can't, it's more important that you're consistent, in my opinion, than if, you just totally infiltrate the world with your posts, but be active and make sure it still has value. So number three, engage with your audience, respond to their comments and their messages. Mention them as you like. If they say something on your post, then tag back to their name so that they know you've responded, and respond with something other than great, thanks, or something like that, because that's pretty empty. Give it a little bit more. Now, if you're not going to say something of value, at least emote back to their comment and let them know that you saw it and you appreciate it. But engage with them and foster that, that sense of community. Number four, share valuable content. Like I kind of said before, you don't want to just like dump all this stuff that you are willing to get rid of for free. That's not valuable, and you're not going to build a following if all you're giving is worthless content. Let it be stuff that's valuable enough that when someone reads it, they care enough to emote on your content. They might even share it with their friends on their profile. If it doesn't have value, you've kind of wasted your time. Just don't. Make sure that and you don't know until somebody reacts or doesn't react if it has value to your viewers. So all you can do at first is try. If you find that it doesn't get any responses in 24 hours, then maybe archive it and just take it out of view, because you want everything on your page to be getting some sort of communication. Number five, use visuals. And it seems pretty obvious, Yet a lot of people still don't do it. Even if all you're going to do is like put that colored background on a Facebook thing that you say and it doesn't have an actual image, at least use that colored background, because as someone is scrolling, it's important that you catch their attention because they're not scrolling slow. They're usually going pretty dang fast. So use the visuals because that will catch their attention. If you do videos and stuff like that, it will definitely catch your attention a little bit better. You may or may not be comfortable sharing pictures of yourself, but it will get more. And that, I mean, I literally, I get so sick of seeing my own face because I'm always sharing my videos and my pictures of myself. And it's not because I just love myself. It's because people want to see who you are. And when you are writing, you need to be the public face. You know, that's you, and you need to have a picture. Number 6, collaborate with other writers or other influencers. It's really important that you connect with other writers, influencers, industry professionals, collaborate on projects, do guest posts, interview others, tag each other. And by doing that, now don't, let me see how to say this. You don't want to be the person who tags 99 people that you barely know because you want to hijack their page. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's really, really ugly. And I personally, if anyone tags me that I don't even know, I instantly unfriend them. I untag myself. And sometimes if they've done it more than once, I may even report them. Now, usually I just live and let be, but if they are constantly doing it, then I unfriend them. Sometimes I'll block them, whatever you have to do, because that's a tactic of hijacking someone else's page. That's just not professional. Don't do that to other people. And, if they do it to you, you can either ask them to stop, or typically especially if I don't know them, I would just unfriend, because that's just a bad tactic. Don't do it. So then number 7, participate in relevant hashtags and groups that use the relevant hashtags, and join writing related groups or communities. Now, obviously you want to be in as many writer based communities and groups as you can, but it doesn't have to be just readers and writers that you're in groups with. What do you write about? Whatever it is you write about, get into those groups about that topic. You want to be there with them. You don't want to spam them, but you want to get to know those people and be of value to them. But hashtags are fun. I think that I kind of thought they had stopped being popular, and then they seem like they've come back. So if you use hashtags, go for it. It doesn't hurt anything. It's kind of fun, and you can make them up. It doesn't have to be a certain hashtag. Make up your own. And when you see how many times it's used, most social media will tell you that. If it's been used millions of times, then it doesn't hurt for you to use it, but it doesn't necessarily help, because the point is sometimes when someone clicks on that hashtag, it takes you from post to post to post of anybody who did that. So if you have a certain like genre that you write for, or if you write nonfiction or coaching, you want to find hashtags that are relevant to you. And then you can also do the same thing and find other people to collaborate with who also use those hashtags. But more importantly is you want your post to be in the lineup for users who are looking for valuable content about that topic. And that's why you use a hashtag for sure. All right. Number 8, Monitor your analytics. Now, if you're not used to analytics, it can be a little bit intimidating at first, but don't let it get to you. Just dig in and get familiarized with it. So you want to track your social media engagement, your growth, how many friend requests you're getting, how many friends you have, how many of those people are actually, you know, you're talking to you, how many of them are liking or emoting your content. Get to know things like that. Now, number 9, be authentic. People know if you're being fake, so don't be. Just don't. Now, if you talk like a sailor, you may want to clean that up a little bit, unless your ideal client also talks like a sailor. It's completely up to you how you choose to convey yourself. I swear, and it's kind of funny because when I'm doing these videos, I do hold myself back a little bit. So I'm not 100% authentic in that. I probably, if I were just sitting here and there was no camera, I would probably drop an F-bomb or two during the course of conversation. But I know that that's not something that a lot of people are comfortable with. And I don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. I want them to get the content. I want them to benefit from it. So if that means that I tone down my language a little bit, then I do that. But otherwise, I am absolutely authentic. I don't do fake things, and what I say is usually, pretty straight, shooting from the hip. But if you're like that, people will pick up on it, and your vibe attracts your tribe. People say that for a reason. People will gravitate to you if they like you, if they're like you. And if they're not, or if they are not vibing with you, then that doesn't mean that you're a bad person or that they don't like you. It just means they may not feel a connection. So just make sure that when you do post, especially videos, that you're authentic, that you let people know who you are. And then number 10, stay up to date with platform changes. You want to keep yourself informed about the changes, updates to social media platforms. Adapt your strategies as needed to maximize and reach that maximum engagement. Some platforms change a lot, and some of them in the recent year have changed ownership. So when you stay aware of at least the basics. You don't have to know the details. You don't have to read every article. In fact, I would suggest you not waste your time on that, but just stay at a high level involved with what's going on. Because if you're writing for profit, then you do want to know, what's going on. How is this going to impact me and my business? That's just good business. All right, guys. So in conclusion, having social media is something that can offer numerous benefits to writers, from engaging with your audience, promoting your work, expanding your professional network, and enhancing your online visibility. But it is essential that you consider your personal goals, your preferences, and available resources when deciding whether or not you want to maintain a presence. Yes, you should be there. Yes, you should. I mean, without even a second thought, you should be there. You should have a author page. You should do something on social media and be available and visible. But it's up to you to decide at what level. And that's something that only you can decide. Now, if you believe that social media, it aligns with your goals and you're willing to invest the time, then I absolutely believe that this will help you grow your following if you work it. Just make sure that anything you do, you don't focus on you or your needs. Your users, your readers, your following, your fans, everybody out there, they need to know that you care about them and that your stories are written from your heart for them. And if they know and believe that, then you will build. So, if you build it, they will come. It's kind of like that, but you have to be authentic and you have to show up. All right, guys, make sure if you haven't yet that you subscribe. I love keeping all of this free, and you subscribing and liking helps me do that. I hope to see you in other videos, and I will catch you later.